The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Brought to you this week by Toro, manufacturers of the finest lawn, landscape, and snow removal products on the market. Toro is a proud supporter of Wyndham Eagle Athletics, and we're happy to call Wyndham home for the past 65 years. I am joined right now by Wyndham senior Isaac Tade, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Isaac.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Let's go back to the Eagle invite on Monday, and you guys saw some different competition, saw some subsection opponents.
Yeah.
Redwood Valley and Wabassa are going to be in the subsection, but also a couple of bigger schools, Worthington and New Ulm.
Mm-hmm.
And the competition on Monday was really solid and turned into a pretty exciting meet.
Yeah. It was really interesting for us, especially like in the 4x8s and those other relays, to get some experience with those bigger teams and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of see where we're at and compete.
The 4x8, it's interesting because it's first event of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and really can set the tone for the entire meet. And I always find it interesting to see a good 4x8 team that really takes the initiative of trying to set that tone for the entire team. And that's really what you guys seemed to do on Monday. You went out, put up a pretty solid time, and
Yeah.
really kind of carried the load for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess the big thing with the relays is, everybody's got to do their own part. And I think we did that. We really did.
You run the first leg in that relay,
Mm-hmm.
and getting that off to a fast start is kind of been one of your fortes. But the fast start really doesn't mean much if the three guys behind you don't do their part.
Uh-huh.
And all three of those guys, Nick, Evan, and John, really did a nice job to bring it home on Monday.
Yeah, they definitely did. Like I said before, everybody's been just working really hard, and we've kind of got a mindset of where we want to be at towards the end of the season, and everybody's just looking at that and comparing their times, and I've got to drop this much to be here, and just
Mm-hmm.
looking at how each one of us fits into the relay.
Last year, you made it to the state meet.
Mm-hmm.
How important was that experience for you?
I think it's huge. Going in, I had my all-time record of 2:02, and I thought that was pretty fast. And I looked at my times compared to those people I was running against in the first heat at the state meet, and they're all around 2 minutes to like 2:04.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'd do pretty well. But given the circumstances and really the high intensity of competitiveness, honestly, just there, you see those times absolutely drop. So going to state, I realized that, it really takes a lot to be on that podium, and hopefully one of my goals this year is to get on that podium, so maybe I can push myself a little bit harder.
And of course, this fall you guys made it to state and cross country, and came home with 4th place at the state meet.
Yeah.
How valuable was that experience? Not only getting up there as an entire team,
Mm-hmm.
but also running that well on that big a stage.
Right. Yeah, I think that's huge. One of the reasons that we got, I would say the biggest reason that we got to the state meet as a team was just the whole team mindset that we have. So with our 4x8 relay team, 3 of our runners were on that cross-country team. So we have that same team aspect, and we're hoping to bring that into the track season as well and continue that legacy of just like a team atmosphere. And hopefully
Mm-hmm.
it'll pay off there as well.
Your specialty has been in that 800 range, but this year you have run the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, the 1600. I don't think she's put you in the
I
2
haven't run
mile
the
yet.
1600
Oh, you didn't run the 1600.
Not yet.
But Coach Henkels obviously feels comfortable putting you in pretty much any distance just to see what clicks.
Mm-hmm.
To be that kind of utility player, how what's the preparation like? Because I imagine, the days before the meet in practice, she'll tell you, okay, on Monday you're going to be running the 800, sure, and on Thursday you're going to be running, the 100 and the 400. The preparation for a sprint versus an 800 is very different.
It sure is. I guess I could go back to when I first started running. I strictly did sprints. And then once I started cross country my junior year, that's when I kind of blossomed in my longer distances. And from there, coaches have been just telling me, hey, look, I know you can do sprints and I know you can do distance. Let's get you some training that maximizes your abilities in both. So throughout the week, I do a lot of mostly sprint exercises, but then I'll go and run distance probably 1 to 2 times a week as well. So I kind of flip-flop in between, and it's been working out. You
go back to the meet Thursday in Mountain Lake, and I believe that you finished first in the 100. Yeah. You finished first in the 400, and you finished second in the 200. And that was some pretty stiff competition over in Mountain Lake. For a small meet, they got some good teams that came over there.
They did. I was very surprised about my results, and also by the competition. They really pushed me hard. So that's always good to see. Competing is ideal. The
big goal for you guys is all eyes are on the section meet, and as the 4x8 and in whatever other events you end up in, it's going to be a challenge to get not only out of the subsection, but to get back up to St. Paul.
Yeah, it is. And I think the experiences with state cross country and, whatever else, all we do has really matured our team. And I think that's really going to be a key factor once it comes down to it, that conference and section time. So I would say qualifying the state for state with the whole cross country team, that was huge for me. We got Nick, John, and myself in the top 8, so we all qualified, and then we had how many runners in the top 20? It was just we just dominated, and that felt really, really good. It was something that we set our minds to a year prior, and getting that done was really amazing as a team. I just downloaded Give Me One Reason by Tracy Chapman. If you've heard of that, I love that tune. Probably John. John Irwin is pretty darn hard to beat when it comes to the distance stuff. When I do my distance workouts, it is incredibly hard to beat John. And I can't say that I have beat him recently, but, it's once in a blue moon that you beat John. Other than that, I'd probably say Kurt to Beast in the 800. He's from Montevideo. He beat me in the 800 meters at sections last year. He's a great runner. Well, I think they describe me as a leader. I think my coaches have kind of given me that role, and I really like it. I guess I try to be very inclusive, when we're doing like team stretches and stuff. I always make sure that everybody's participating and that type of thing, I guess. If I'm not running, I'm probably playing guitar, playing piano, hanging out with friends, watching movies.
And of course, you're a senior this year. What are the future plans?
This fall, I will be attending Augsburg College in Minneapolis, and I plan on running there as well in cross country and track.
All right. Well, that should be all I need. Congratulations again, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you a lot.
Brought to you this week by Toro, manufacturers of the finest lawn, landscape, and snow removal products on the market. Toro is a proud supporter of Wyndham Eagle Athletics and we're happy to call Wyndham home for the past 65 years.